why don't you sit back and welcome one of our featured children's authors to our broadcast network platform. LaTia is here with us on today, and I hope I can get a smile out. You know what? I have to get a smile out of you, or I'm just gonna simply push delete and disconnect you. Good afternoon. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Well, let me say how I am. I am excellent. I don't complain because I can't. And if you can't tell, well, I must be slipping. And it's an honor to have you here. Good afternoon. And you know what? Do me a favor. Why don't you start off by simply introducing yourself? Why don't you tell us who you are? Tell us where you're from. Who is LaTia Smith?
Hi, I'm LaTia Smith, registered dental hygienist. I grew up in Long Island, New York, and I attended college at UNC Chapel Hill School of Dentistry for dental hygiene. I've been working as a dental hygienist clinician for over 10 years, where I developed my interest for writing children's dental books. I hope to reach many, many children to help them ease their fears, anxiety, and learn about fun adventures of pediatric dentistry.
You know what? I'm going to say this to you right now. You are so professional that you even answer your questions with such professionalism, which is okay. But I like to, I'm the type of person I like to have fun. That is why I call this a conversation and not an interview. Okay, you're not applying for a job. You're pretty well set, but 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 we are having a conversation, and I want you to know that the book, I think it's Peter's Trip to the Dentist, enthused my granddaughter to a point to where she not only wanted her own copy, she wanted copies to take to school to give to her friends. So
That's awesome.
that that's amazing. Now I want you to rewind the tape and press play a little bit. And of course, we are grateful for those that don't know. Now they know. You are one of our featured children's authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network, and thank you so much for that. And of course, for those that want to look more into detail about it, stop by our broadcast network platform, gmap1.com, and of course, click on the tab that is simply titled Children's Authors, and you will, and I promise you, you will not only see one book. You will, as a matter of fact, you'll be blessed to see Peter's Trip to the Dentist that my granddaughter has so fell in love. I think she likes the little young man on there. I really do. I'm just saying. I think she likes the little young man, but she likes that book. And of course, you will also see maybe he gets tooth fillings, and we all are familiar with that. And of course, Charlotte gets braces. All got to be, I mean, they have to be outstanding publications. And of course, I'm excited to have you here. And again, I want you to kind of tell me, one book at a time. What's actually the latest one you released for the people?
The latest one is Mimi Gets a Tooth Filling. And I chose scenarios, common scenarios, to help children. So the common themes would be getting a dental cleaning, a checkup exam. Children also frequently get braces to help straighten their teeth, and children oftentimes get their first tooth fillings. And the books are step by step guides to let you know what to expect during each visit, and especially go over nutrition counseling and home care instructions for how to keep your teeth healthy to prevent getting future fillings and to take care of your teeth while in braces so the teeth don't develop decay under the brackets, and to also help ease you for your first visit, and to know that there's fun flavors, there's fun staff, and definitely fun prizes.
And it seems to me that these books are not very entertaining, but they're very, I guess you could say, informational. They're filled with resources, good resources about what children can and or should expect when making that visit to the dentist. Is that correct?
Yes, that's
Hmm.
correct.
Now, what drove you? What got you to this point? I mean, why is it that you made the decision, in addition to doing what you do for a living, to release these publications? Did you want to ease the pain of children's visit to the dentist, or what brought you to this point with this?
My first book, Peter's Trip to the Dentist, I was influenced by the dentists and the dental hygienists that I worked with at a pediatric office. The children absolutely were excited about going to see them, and they were excited about their visits. And it was unusual to me to hear that some of the other patients at different offices had, or those who never went to the dentist, were somewhat scared of the dentist, but we had such good experiences. So I wanted to share and convey those experiences with the audience so they can get a feel for that as well. But they were definitely a big influence. And that's why I chose to use them as my main characters in my first book, Miss Stacy, the hygienist, and Dr. Shirley.
That that's got to be exciting. I mean, even for them to sip. Now, is there any kind of way to add me into your neck? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Uh, I mean, I look at this and it's a very interesting concept. It's very informational, as I said. I think books such as these should probably be something that it's placed in, of course, the library, but in every school. I remember when I was growing up, we used to have a now your title is hygienist.
Yes.
Okay. We used to have hygienists come to our school and kind of explain to us about the different visits that we may in fact have in the future. But they never, how can I say this? They never really left a huge impact on what we should expect if we have to go to the dentist and get a filling or a root canal or braces or things like so after it was all over said and done, all that we were really receiving out of it was a brand new toothbrush and a toothpaste. We still
Yes.
couldn't hold on to this. Now, whatever brought you to the point to release these publications, is it something that's going to continue to grow day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year? Are you going to continue to do this?
Yes, I am. I've actually, over the past couple of years, have been visiting elementary schools for Dental Children's Health Month in February. So I go to different schools and I read the first book because it's age appropriate, and depending on the age, they may have a low attention span. So that's one of my shorter books. And I also put together a power presentation to go over the nutrition and oral health. Those are the two big factors. So those are the big takeaways for them: are what kind of healthy foods to eat, healthy beverages to drink, foods to avoid, and home care. How often do we brush, floss, and rinse our teeth, and for how long? And most importantly, how often do we visit our dentist for our checkups and dental cleanings?
Hmm. Let me ask you this, LaTia. Do you do a weekly radio show, podcast? Do you do recordings, video, to really go through this information one step at a time that will reach people?
Well, I go to the schools in person. I also
Hmm.
do library visits or other special events that are catered towards children's events or children's fairs.
Hmm. Interesting. I mean, because to me it seems necessary for you to have something like this going out consistently because, as I said before, children need to embrace the concept, what it is that you're truly trying to explain to them, and what it is that they can receive out of it. I mean, the information that could be shared along with their parents. what they can expect. Because parents can only do so much. We can only say so much. And we are not the ones that's going to actually be able to share with them a complete experience when they because the dentist really scares a lot of people. You do know that, right?
I do. So that was why it's important for my books to be fun and adventurous.
Mm-hmm.
And I also wrote a song at the end of two of the books. It's a sing along song, so they can sing along and know that this is a fun place. This is a place that's going to help me keep my teeth healthy for longevity, so I can keep my teeth for a lifetime.
Now, yeah, because I experienced the fact of not being able to keep most of mine for a lifetime, so I know that feeling. But at the same time, now let's just say some individuals out there viewing and listening today, or may in fact grab a hold of a rebroadcast. This is very exciting and very informational material that a lot of children need to know, they need to hear. And the networks that we're connected with, like Comcast, Roku, and they get excited when they receive things that are not just entertaining, if you understand that. It's not something that's just entertainment, but it's necessary. It has a lot of great information, resources, and it's something that they want to be able to provide to as many parents and children as possible. If someone wanted to reach out to you on a more individual basis and maybe get some information from you, talk more in detail of maybe what you suggest about a certain situation, if in fact you're open to that, how is it that you can be reached? How can someone reach out and connect with you?
They can reach me through my email, which is my name, LaTia Smith, dentalbooks at gmail.com.
Now, is is of course is it in the plan to maybe reach out to people in different cities and states to basically present what it is that you have available? Not saying that it's not happening here, but it's not happening in a lot of places at this magnitude where there's some books to be shared because I haven't seen it, and I mean I'm getting up there. I haven't seen this type of concept. I have seen, as I said before, hygienists come to a school or an event, maybe talk to some individuals or pass out some toothpaste and a toothbrush and say, make sure you brush your teeth every day, floss, rinse, and have a nice day. But to me, it seems like you're getting more into detail, and especially with being able to give the publications, give them, put them in a position to where they're taking things to a next level. Um, so that's exciting to me. But have you ever thought about making sure that this type of information goes out to different individuals in different cities and states around the world?
Yes, so I am networking and I am actually going to be featured in a literary magazine. They have big events and they attract a lot of readers and a lot of book clubs and a lot of bookstores. So I do hope to reach a broad audience that way. And aside from the fun part for the books, the other reason why I decided to do this was because we learned that childhood caries or cavities, as you may know them, are one of the top diseases for children before they reach kindergarten. So it's
Uh,
very important to target them as well as the parents at a very young age so they can start off early and start off with healthy habits before reaching first grade.
and of course, all three publications are available on Amazon. We want to encourage you, in no particular order, to make sure you show your love, care, concern, and support. Peter's trip to the dentist. I have to show that one because my granddaughter will absolutely kill me if I don't. Don't forget, Charlotte gets braces, also available. And of course, Mimi gets tooth feelings. We want you to remember that as well. I want you to make sure you show your love, care, concern, and support. Pick up a copy of not one, not two, but all three of these publications. Make sure you share this information on your social media platforms. Make sure you purchase, and make sure you go back and leave a review. It's so. How many souls can I put after that? So very important for you to leave a review on all three of the publications. And it's so important for myself. LaTia, I know you'd appreciate them leaving a review as well. That's right. Is that right?
Yes, the more reviews I get, the more recognition and the broader audience I can hope to reach.
Yeah, and we're trying our very best. Of course, we're now being aired in over 176 countries. And of course, excuse me, our friends over at Comcast Cable and Roku are also teaming up with us to allow this broadcast to be aired nationwide in over 3.7 million homes. We want to try to assist you in any way, shape, form, and fashion that we can to get this information out to as many people as we possibly can. Now, before I let you go, this is what I would like to do. I'd like to move over. I would like for you to basically speak to the people around the world from the heart and tell them what's on your heart and what you would like them to know and or what you would like them to receive out of the publications that you're disseminating. I'm going to move over and I'm going to say, LaTia Smith, the floor is yours.
As I mentioned before, childhood caries is one of the top diseases among children around the age of kindergarten. Before they reach first grade, 80% of the population may in fact experience tooth decay. The instructions are very important for parents for the children under the age of 3 for their habits. It's very important for them not to go to bed if they just finish having a bottle or any other beverage that can increase their risk for childhood caries. It's also important for them to drink plenty of water and to limit acidic beverages that also increase their risk for cavities because it decreases the pH balance in the saliva, which causes the teeth enamel to start to break down and technically get holes in it, which is also known as cavities. We really want to focus on eating healthy fruits and snacks. Uh, for example, apples, they help to reduce cavity causing bacteria. They also increase saliva production and they also stimulate the gums. Another healthy snack would be yogurt, which helps to repair and strengthen the enamel, which is the outer layer of the tooth. Of course, green vegetables, leafy vegetables, they're a good source for minerals, vitamins, calcium, and also if you're a meat eater, chicken and salmon are a good source of fluoride. Fluoride is the main ingredient in your toothpaste that also helps to prevent cavities and it also helps to repair weak spots in the enamel, again, the outer layer of the tooth. So the diet and nutrition is very important. Also, the brushing. Um, Most parents don't know that up until the age of 8, the children still are developing their dexterity on how to brush and properly floss their teeth. It's very important for the parents to assist with both of those every night, especially. The children can go in before or after, but as long as the parent is helping with the oral health care instructions at home, that's very important as well. Most importantly, visiting your dentist twice a year for your dental checkups and your dental cleanings. During the exams, especially for your first visit, um, the American Dental Association recommends that children by the age of their first birthday or when their first tooth erupts to get to the dentist. Most parents may not know or may not be aware that my child only has their one tooth. Why would I go to the dentist? They focus on two big things, which is a risk assessment and early detection. So they want to go over with the parents and prepare them and go over everything that I just mentioned, so that way they know what to do, what not to do, and how to keep their children's teeth healthy.
And I want you to know here, real quick, I just received a quick chat from a. Let me see what her name is. I'm sorry. I got to scroll back up and see. We thank you so much, Gloria, for tuning in today. First and foremost, she said, "Is this will this young lady be available in the near future for a question and answer program or something?" She said program, but it's not program. It's a live on air conversation. So basically, what she's saying is, if she would like to at some point invite you back, and will you be willing to open up the forum for a few questions and answers for people that are concerning or concerned about this area in life? So she asked me that question. I'm just delivering it to you. How do you feel about that?
Sure, of course. I like to reach out and correspond with a broad audience, especially if it helps them with
Yeah.
the oral health care. And I have. I also do Zoom programs,
Mm,
and I've actually visited schools via Zoom in the state of Florida. And
yeah.
I do plan on to continue reaching out to different schools, no matter what the state is, as long as I have this opportunity to use the Zoom with
Right.
them, and we
Right.
can do an in-classroom session as well.
All right. Well, Gloria, I hope that answers the question, and we'll do everything we can to invite you back, and of course, may connect the dots. Also, I want to say thank you, Dwayne, Ken Hasty. Thank you, Paulette, Lamont Taylor, Andrew Galson. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening. We are also going to do everything we can in our power to sit. You know what? I said it at the beginning. I'm going to say it again. We're talking about visiting the dentist. So if I can't get a smile out of you, I'm deleting all of this and it's over with. So there you go. I'm happy now. All right. So I am grateful for that, and thank you so much for your time today. I will be reaching out to you, and Vic over there at Comcast said he is delighted. The stream is going very well, and he appreciates you being here as well. There are some individuals on there that gave me a thumbs up on my chat to invite you back at some point to do what we call, I guess, a question and answer program to allow them to ask or ask some questions and have you answer those questions. And one of the young ladies is out of Atlanta, Georgia. Kevin, he is out of Cincinnati. Yes, Cincinnati, and of course Houston, Texas. And Gloria is also out of Houston, Texas. So that's reaching a mass, and of course, I'm sure they will appreciate anything that you can share with them. So I want to thank you so much for being here on today. Thank you also for being accepting the invitation to be a part of our broadcast network family. We will do everything in our power to assist you while you're on this journey. You can pick up the phone and call us and let us know. If there's anything that we can do, we want you to know the answer is yes, and you'll never have to ask twice, okay?
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Yes.
Thank you for being here. I look forward to talking with you again soon. You have a fantabulous rest of your day, okay?
Likewise. Thank you.
Featured children's authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network, LaTia Smith, right here on the number one station in the nation, GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. Until next time, peace. God bless you. Take care. Take it easy. And, well, if it's good to you, take it twice. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
The teeth were ready and the end was near. Each bracket was placed so it could properly adhere. Next, a wire was placed between each of the squares, around each arch as a matching pair. Perplexed and timid, she could barely speak. She gazed at the new framework surrounding her teeth. Mimi rode on a horse up and down while Mama and Baby Sis sat on the side of the merry-go-round. The wind brought in a refreshing breeze that smelled like delicious concession stand treats. When Mimi's tooth was finally asleep, Dr. Jason checked to see if it was ready to treat. He used Mr. Whistle to remove the decay. The foot pedal rhythm made him whistle away. He reached the bottom and caught his breath. Met by Ms. Stacy, the dental hygienist. She wore funky-colored scrubs beneath her jacket, with magnifying glasses hanging from her neck that made small things look fatter. Now it's time to polish your teeth. The yummy vanilla will make them taste sweet. Mr. Tickle started to spin and spin, and each tooth began to sparkle, again and again. Discover these exciting children's stories. Get the books on Amazon now. Smile with us and take care of your little one's dental health.